Some bitches, Cat here, and we're back to Tesla Effect. We need to use the zip line or the doggy will eat us. Well, that was a bit sad. A little unneeded. Alright, so what am I doing over here? Service panel. That is loud. What is that? What is it?
No way! A freeze gun? This is definitely your coolest case ever.
No pun intended.
With freeze guns, the puns are always intended. Are you familiar with the work of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Please, have mercy.
I'm afraid my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
I'm gonna find a way to turn you off, I swear.
You're not sending me to the cool party? Fine, I'm done.
Thank God.
Yeah, please get done talking.
Thank you, Deus Ex Machina.
Alright, let me out. Before the dog gets me. Let me close the dog gate. Okay, now we gotta go back to Mojo.
You got it, didn't you? The Nitro Stalker freeze gun. So cool. My internet group is gonna be so jealous.
Oh, his little hands are to give it to me, give it to me. Small favor?
Listen, kid. We kind of keep this on the down low. If the cops find out I gave this to you, I'm probably gonna lose my life.
You can count on me. And I've already forgotten what was on that memory stick. Lips are zipped.
Good enough. And, by the way, that doesn't work.
Oh, his sad little face. I don't have anything to ask. And you know it, game. All this stuff. Oh, poor little Mojo.
We may only get one chance, Carlos, so I wanted to go over the plan one more time. If Margaret shows up at the Ritz, call me immediately. If I'm delayed, detain her. We have to assume she won't give up the egg voluntarily, but I want to talk to her first. You know why I've given you the cryo chamber, but that has to be the very last resort. And if anything happens to me, I'll need you to contact a friend of mine. Keep it safe until I retrieve it.
Well, it sounds like Mason and Margaret had a major disagreement. I need to locate both of them and get to the bottom of this. I decide to head back to my office to sort things out.
Uh-oh. Is that Taylor? Please be Taylor.
Hey, cowboy. Any memories coming back yet?
Not so far, but something tells me I might be missing out on some really good ones.
That's solid detective work.
So... were we dating?
Dating? Oh, that's so cute. I guess you can call it that. But we were also working together in a more professional capacity.
Well, now my detective skills are picking up a little sarcasm.
Seriously, cowboy, you're good.
Boobs!
I've learned a lot working with you the past couple weeks.
I'm sorry, but she's hot.
Let me get this straight. You and I were working on a case together? Do you mind telling me about that?
Not at all. You wanted a list of tenants here at the Ritz as far back as I could go.
Why would I do that?
It was your dreams. They were vivid before, but they were getting out of control. It's almost like they were changing you into someone else. You talked about seeing things from the past, but you wouldn't give me details. You were incredibly stressed. It was like you actually believed this apartment was haunted. You even started looking into psychometry.
Psycho what?
Psychometry. It's the belief that an object can contain a person's energy or memories.
Get him. Get him.
So, not only am I an amnesiac, but I'm a paranormal idiot. Great.
Sounds crazy, I know. But then we found out about Donnelly.
Who?
JT Donnelly. It was the most bizarre thing. I'd heard you mention the name in your sleep. But then his name turned up when I checked out the previous tenants.
So who is this guy?
He's a private investigator, a real old school brute. He worked for some powerful, influential people, but then he disappeared around 1943. His last known address was here.
San Francisco.
No, here, at the Ritz in this exact apartment.
Okay, that's a little bizarre.
It gets bizarrier. You called me one night, raving like a lunatic, saying the walls were talking. I rushed over and found holes smashed in the wall, and you curled up on the floor in a ball.
Well, I'm glad to hear I haven't changed that much.
You wouldn't tell me what had happened, but after that, you wouldn't sleep here. That's when you got your new place and started to sleep there.
Hold on. I have another place?
Yes, you do. And it's even nicer than here.
This is all crazy. I think I'm gonna sleep here tonight just to see whether it affects me in the same way.
This is all the same day, isn't it?
Do you want some company?
Listen, Taylor, I'm beginning to see what the other me saw in you. But in my head, it's still 2043. I've got to tell you, there was somebody else.
Chelsea, I know. I know how much she meant to you, Tex. Losing her was traumatic as hell for you. But she's gone. And there's nothing you can say or do or don't do that's gonna bring her back. Do you feel that?
I sure do.
I'm alive. And that's my heart. It's yours if you want it. And it comes with all the other bits.
Oh, so this is a tough decision, because if decisions actually do anything in this game, see, I just think she's hot. I want to go with Taylor, but what if she's just playing me? And yeah, Chelsea is dead. I'm gonna go with Taylor.
Well, I think it's time for the big sleepover. I'll make popcorn.
And I'll pitch the tent.
Ooh! Where's her other hand?
Six hours later, the rain was finally letting up. Somebody once said, you can't change the past, only the course you're on. And that's what I intend to do. It's time for me to take my ship in a new direction. Being with Taylor last night felt comfortable. She accepted me as I am. Maybe I ought to accept myself in the same way. Still, I know I'm in the middle of something sinister, and I've got to deal with it. I've got to find a way to get my recent memory back. Then I can go forward and start a new day. As Taylor was leaving, she slips me a key to a place called The Resort, and said it might provide some insights about myself over the last few years. She wasn't kidding.
Is this my new place? And when the speeder was landing, it looked like that Malibu place. I guess I gotta go on a super click adventure in here. Click on everything.
These watches are worth a small fortune. Nitro case shattered? By Tex Murphy? When did I become an attention seeker? Looks like I like to wear sunglasses at night. I'm hoping this newspaper article is not some sentimental keepsake.
Anything in here? Nope. That's a big old TV.
Black leather gloves? Wait a second. I'm pen pals with Big Jim Slade? I don't think I like what I'm discovering about the last 7 years. Real brass knuckles. That's a big departure from my non-lethal weapons collection.
Is that Taylor's?
I'm hoping this isn't mine.
Not a whole lot in here. I know you hate Maldonado, but he has his uses. I will throw in an additional 5K if you will work with him peacefully. Mason. That's weird that you can't pick it up, but it's there to read. Call me.
Maybe I should go get checked out at a medical clinic for reasons other than my head injury.
Ooh, you dirty dog. Oh, book.
When I think of women in my past who were black book quality, Regan Madsen from my Pandora case always comes to mind. Well, I suppose you've already sat in my chair and have eaten my porridge, too.
Took you long enough. I thought I was gonna have to stir it in by myself. I hope you don't mind I made myself comfortable. And I'm very comfortable.
Yeah. You look it.
How long does it take you to smoke that cigarette?
Oh, you'd be surprised. She was vicious, mean, nasty, and rotten to the core. I still think fondly of her almost every day.
Knife.
Well, that is an intimidating knife.
Well, this was fruitless. I picked up a phone number. That's all I did. Maybe I can call it.
That's not right.
Well,
Some lady gave me her phone number? I'm not used to that.
let's use this. Well, there's basically nothing to do here. Oh. Ah.
Emily? Oh, man. I hope she's doing this to get through school.
Why does it keep popping up? What was the point of that? I can't even pick it up.
Really?
Put that back down.
Oh, man.
Alright, I guess let's go back to Chandler Avenue. I might be able to ask more questions.
You have a fax. You have a fax.
Where's my fax? There it is. Drop by 3 Cards to Midnight. I've got some exciting information
Looks
about
like
your
Archie's back in
case.
town. I should check out his 3 Cards to Midnight shop and see if he knows anything. Archie Ellis is my herbal tea-loving, source for all things alien, supernatural, conspiracy theorist. Or he's just plain crazy. He ran into some trouble with the NSA on my last case. Last I knew, he was hiding out in some tropical locale with a bevy of beauties. I'm surprised he's back in town.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Murphy, how you doing? You okay? I heard you were having some kind of amnesia. You know, most alien abductees always have some sort of memory loss.
Under the radar?
Yeah, well, that didn't happen. Last I saw you, you were on some tropical island hiding out from the NSA.
Okay, like I told you before, I wasn't hiding. I was relaxed. So, and of course, you don't even remember talking to me, do you? Let me see where you got hit. Yowza! You really
Back off, man, because I swear I will shoot the next person who tries to touch this, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Ouch. Ooh. So, I guess you do need some catching up then. A few months ago, I moved back here from the islands and I opened up this place. And I was hoping that you and I could hang out together like old times, but you haven't been around much.
Neglect of neighborly duties?
So I haven't come by with the traditional welcome back fruit basket? I have turned into a bastard.
Sounded like the same Murph to me, making jokes and putting your cigarette out in my herbal tea before I'm done with it.
History lesson?
Yeah. So, did I happen to tell you anything about the case I'm working on?
Not yet, but you know I'm always ready to be Robin to your Batman. Without the homoerotic undertones, of course.
Sorry, Arch, but it's a package deal. If you're gonna be in this with me, you're gonna have to be in all the way.
You had me going there, Murph.
Okay, Boy Wonder, I need you to enter 2 names into the Bat computer. Mason Bowers, Margaret Leonard.
Well, I don't know about Mason Bowers, but Margaret Leonard, she's connected to one of the greatest mysteries of all time. I mean, you know who Nikola Tesla was, right?
Nikola. The Kafka?
Nikola
Yes.
Tesla was a genius. Probably one of the greatest geniuses ever. I mean, it was Tesla, not Marconi, who was the true inventor of the radio. He invented a Tesla coil, the AC electricity, remote control. He even pioneered cryogenics.
So are we almost to the part about Margaret Leonard?
Right. Well, Tesla died in 1943 when the FBI just swooped in and confiscated all his papers and designs. Then in about 2012, all this stuff, the Tesla cache just disappeared. And you want to know who the #1 suspect was?
Margaret Leonard.
No, an FBI agent named Charles Johansson. Now, I know they could never prove that he did it, but then he quits the FBI and joins some Tesla fanatic group called the Tesla Legacy Society, a group dedicated to making the world better through technology. And that's where he meets
Margaret Leonard?
Bingo! They fall in love, they get married. I think they even had a kid together.
So where's Margaret now?
Not a clue. Johansson died a couple years later, cancer, I think. After that, Margaret just dropped out of circulation.
So all this happened, what, 37 years ago. I mean, no one's found the Tesla cache since then?
It's one of the great mysteries, the lost inventions of Nikola Tesla.
What's the big deal with the Tesla inventions? I mean, there must be some reason they were never made.
Oh, you ever hear of a little thing called Tunguska?
Have I ever? Picked up a bad case when I was down in Mexico. It's where I learned the phrase, Baños, rapidos, ándale muchachos, vámonos!
Oh, Murph, you're too funny. You know, in 1890s, Tesla conducted an experiment and created a resonance frequency. You know, like a big vibration, and it nearly took out a whole chunk of New York City. And then in the 1900s, he began to work on what he called a teleforce beam. The press called it, a death ray, cooler name. But a few years later in Russia, remote area called Tunguska, something caused an explosion 1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb.
1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb 40 years before we invented it?
But that was the last anyone ever heard of the death ray. Tesla never got funding. Instead, they made him out to be some crackpot, and he was broke for the rest of his life. Some people think the plans for it were part of the Tesla cache. Just think how much someone would pay to get their hands on that.
Oh God, questions. We'll get to all these questions next time, because if I read all these questions, it's gonna take ages. Plus, I'm sure there's a lot more little movies and things to do after this. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later. Oh, I need help.